Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm Part 9, Syllability. What is syllability? Syllability is the ability to structure syllables. In this episode we're going to pick up right where we left off. We talked about an idea called the fundamental stability of two. We'll be talking more about that. We'll also be talking about the relationship of science and song. I hope you guys are enjoying American history as it's happening with some good old coups starting off 2021. But I'll get into that in my language series, but that's just atrocious behavior. This country really is just a shithole. But back to the science and song. What rhymes and what doesn't? What is the relationship of science and song? What can science and songs teach us about the relationship of language? Well, I want you to try to write a song. Whether you play an instrument or not, sit down and try to write a song. I've written, 15 songs-ish. They're on my YouTube channel as well. You can check them out if you'd like. But it's rather difficult. And without any other introduction, when you try to write a good song, you are deriving syllability. When you're writing a good song, what does a good song do? It tells a story, it relates to its audience, it's in a key or transitions keys, and it's played well, it's executed well. People playing the instruments can play the songs. But when you try to write a song and all of those ideas come together, that's what syllability is. So what rhymes and what doesn't? Typically, the bars of a rap lyric, a kind of a crummy or shitty rap lyric, it might rhyme directly, whereas in an interesting bar or interesting line, the one that you smash the replay button and you're like, ooh, flames, bro. Well, I gotta send this to like 10 of my homies, bro. This shit's fire, bro. Is a slant rhyme. And that's all wordplay on syllability. Conversely, good logic doesn't rhyme. And so, I don't have much to say here, but and ing is the fundamental dichotomistic pair, the difference in sounds, but rhyming is predictable. Good songs have interplay on rhyming, but when you're in a science class or just in a conversation with somebody else, when you start literally being able to predict the words they're saying or about to say, it's because they're structuring their logic on rhyme. And rhyme is one syllable, rhythm is two syllables. Rhythm. Rhyme, rhythm. And so, subsequently, or therefore, rhythm regulates spelling. This is why anyone that has ever existed that speaks words, when you're a little kid, they say, sound it out, spell it out. You're deriving the syllability, and you're discovering the relationship of sound to the alphabet's letters. But rhythm regulates spelling. There's our there's our ing. And now, in the last episode, we talked about the fundamental stability of two. And I just have up here 2n, n as an exponential, defined as all of the natural numbers. Anyone who's ever existed has done this as a child instinctually. They'll sit there and they'll say, what's 2 times 2? 4. Okay, what's 2 times 4? 8. What's 2 times 8? 16. 32. 64. 128. 256. 512, 1024. You get the point. And everyone's done that. Empirically, people doing that is what I'm saying. That's the physical, empirical evidence of a natural base 2 rooted number system. Conversely, this is evident with the conservation of energy. Everywhere in the main theoretical physics, 1/2 comes up everywhere. If you take any system with mass and divide its energy content or divide its momentum, by 2, it's never going to get to 0. Because 0, remember, at the very first episodes, represents the set of nothing. 0 is not a number. So you have and ing as your syllables. You have rhythm and rhyme as your logic differentiators. And then this is this is why the energy levels of the electron are all integer multiples. Or from the last episode when I said there's no need for irrational number. Same thing with the collats, right? If you, again, I can't solve that problem still, but En such that n is an element of the integers and the integers are an element of the reals, such that the reals are the only set of numbers that exist. More specifically, there are no irrational numbers. That is, the presence of irrational numbers is the consequence of poor categorization linguistically, and again, some consequence in physics I am staring at and cannot say. But that is what I wanted to explore in this episode, is syllability, just the relationship of sound to letters and letters to logic. Thanks for watching. Oh, and another an aside from my language series, if everyone experienced the same things and heaven and hell were analogies, there would be a very famous country song called Heaven by Kane Brown saying, I don't know how heaven can be any better than this, relating to, you know, being in love or being in a good quality human relationship. That is the evidence of that. And I forgot to say that in the language episode, but it kind of is relevant to this episode. It's just, again, people liking all of the same thoughts that everyone has together. Thanks for watching. From Rhythm to Algorithm, Part 9, Syllability.